All right, welcome back. We're going to talk about the citation portion of the brief. So the first thing we want to do for a case brief is we want to find out what the pertinent parts of the case are, not like what it's about or anything like that, just kind of where to find it, what court was part of it. So we're going to look at the book for a minute. It says, number one, citation. Give the full citation for the case, the name of the case, the date it was decided, and the court that it was decided by. So that's actually four things. The first thing is the citation. Now the citation, there are specific citations. I'm not going to be super picky about it, but I'll tell you it's really easy. There is this specific way to write a citation. Here's why it's super easy. It's already done for you. If you look at the top of this case, I don't know if you can see it, I'll get it close. At the top of the case, before it even says, actually at the very, very top, before it even says the name of the parties, it says 237 S period W period 2D 509, and then in parentheses it says KY period 1951. So I want to just tell you real quick, we talked in the first chapter about the different reporters where cases are actually physically printed or physically reported. So each reporter has its own name. So this reporter in particular is Southwest. The Southwest Reporter, the second edition here, Southwest Second. So the Southwest Reporter reports cases of a certain area of courts. And so this particular one is the Southwest Reporter, and its abbreviation, every reporter has an abbreviation for its reports. So its abbreviation is S period W period. And the 2D is second, S period W period second. So you could say it's the second Southwest Reporter. You could say just literally what it says. Write down 237 SW 2D 509 and then in parentheses put KY 1951. Now I'll tell you what the other parts mean. The 237 is the 237th volume of that Southwest Second, and the 509 is the 509th page. That means that this particular case starts on the 509th page. Then in parentheses, it's going to tell you the court that decided it and the year it was decided. So most of what is in the citation requirement is already written out for you. Now here's the deal. Write that out. That's the actual citation. It's like an address, okay? It's like saying I live at this address, this city, this date, this zip code. So write that specifically down. Next thing, what is the name of the case? Well, this one's an easy one. You got it right at the top. You know who the parties are. London Bucket Company, Inc. v. Stewart. So write that. None of this has to be in complete sentences. This part, just write it down. The next part is what court. Now that parentheses actually showed you what court. I'm assuming, I don't know Kentucky specifically, but I'm assuming that this says it's the Court of Appeals of Kentucky. I'm assuming that that is the highest court in Kentucky because generally it would put KY period APP if there was a lower appeals court, and the higher Supreme Court would just be KY. Usually the highest court of the state just is the state's abbreviation. So in this case, you would write down the citation, then write down the name of the case, London Bucket Company, Inc. v. Stewart, then write down Court of Appeals of Kentucky, and then write down it was decided January 26, 1951, or you could just write 1951. So there you have the entire citation. That is number one.